Okay.
Hi guys, let's start. But before we start, let me teach you how to use MACD. Actually, I learned this one from CryptoHood during our live tutorial. I mean, one of his seminars in here in the Philippines in Davao. So this is how he used it. For me, actually, I not that using the MACD because mostly I'm using just the chart, and if there's an indicator, the RSI or the divergence indicator, and sometimes the Bollinger Band. So for this one, so the MACD, actually I just hide the MACD line and the signal line, but you can also show it. However, he just uses this histogram. So first is spot big and small here, or um, here at the top. So just spot divergence. So this is big and small. It's actually going up, and then on the price, it should be going down. So that's so that it will be a divergence. So this is going down. So now, after that, of course, you will enter at this area or after this one. So you will enter probably at this area, first or second Renko chart. And then just measure the support or your stop loss, and of course your TP area. So looking at it, since there's a lot of Renko chart here in the left, possibly my TP area is at this area. And of course, if ever I enter at this second Renko chart, my stop loss will be this area, just below the Renko chart when I entered the trade. So now, of course, I will always, or since this is since it's going up, the MACD the histogram is going up. So we will measure the possible risk reward. So I will enter here on the second Renko chart, and this is my TP area, and this is my stop loss area. So that's a possible risk reward ratio of 2.07. Of course, I will enter this kind of trade. However, once after I entered successfully in the trade, I normally adjust also the stop loss, so that whatever happens, if my order or my post is within the trend, I only have two choices. Of course, to hit my TP, or if I'm adjusting my stop loss area, like for example, if it's already went up there, of course, my stop loss will no longer be a stop loss. I mean, it's still stop loss, but I will be gaining. Wait, let's. Because in this example, I could possibly lose around 13.94. However, if I'm within the trend and it will go here, of course, um, I only have two options: to hit my profit at a gain, or to hit my stop loss also at a gain. So normally that's how I trade. But of course, if ever that it will not go up, of course, the stop loss is around 13.94. So there. So normally I'm adjusting so that at least I'm protecting my profit, and also, yeah, minimize loss. So next after that is, yeah, let's also have an example here. Let's look for a big to small above. So this is a big to small. So it's going down. So the chart, or mean the price should be going up. But in this example, they have the same direction, which is going down. So this is not a divergence. So we'll look for another example. So the next example is possibly this area, big to small. However, this is not, using this Renko chart, it is not going up. They have the same direction. So maybe let's try to use the candlestick. Remove all the drawings. Oh, let me just hide this one. And there. So this is the daily. So we will look for the big to small here using the histogram. So here, big, here, this is a big to small, and it's going up. So this is a possible a bearish or a short order. So possibly I will enter this around this area, because this is the high, this one, and it did not retest that area. So my possible entry if I go short is, of course, this will be my resistance or stop loss, and this will be my TP area, this one, the previous peak. So I will measure that. If it's within my risk appetite of or risk reward ratio of at least 2. Wait, let me just delete this yellow, because I will enter at this area, the second one here on the second candlestick. This, because it failed to break that area. Normally I'm putting the resistance area at or support at the body. So now let me try to measure if I go short. This will be my stop loss, and this will be my TP area. So that is just a risk reward ratio of 1.42. Possibly I will not enter this kind of trade. So I'll just wait for another transaction or a more rewarding transaction or trade. So now, wait, let's check on this. Actually, there's a possibility of a bearish divergence here because it is going up. However, still forming a green histogram. So I'll just wait for it to become a lighter green here, or possibly like this one, a red one, before I go short. So I think that's it. I hope you understand a bit of it. Just look at a big to small, and then yeah, on the price, it depends on where you see it. If it's on the top, should be going down, and on the price action it should be going up. But if this is the red ones or below this, it should be the reversal, which is going down, should be going down. So since this is going up, this is not a divergence. So normally, actually, I'm not normally using this kind of trades. I normally just use the basic support and resistance using the candlestick or the Renko chart. So now let's just move on to, wait, where it is now. Oh, it's already 14,969. So let's just analyze the Bitcoin using this chart, and then we'll move to the Renko chart because currently I love using the Renko chart. Actually, I also have an existing long position, and yeah, my TP is around, yeah, it's different. I've divided my orders, and currently I'm just scalping a while ago when before I go live, and my TP is actually at 15,000 area. So if you have watched my previous video, yeah, it's my long-term view on Bitcoin is still the same. But when you're scalping, of course, you will use the lower time frame. Normally for traders who are scalping, I think they already have the indicators they are using at comfortable indicators they can easily use at. So we'll just measure that. We'll just measure the height of this triangle, and then we will put that after it breaks this triangle. So we'll just copy that and Control B. And then, yeah, we'll just put it after it break out this triangle area. So this is my long-term target. So yeah, if you have remember, most of my trade is actually long. Sometimes when I scalp, yeah, I do some short, but mostly, yeah, upon pullback, I'm buying and just averaging. And then when it's pick up, yeah, it's time for me to sell. Normally, I'm trading Bitcoin perpetual, and yeah, that's the most. I also do some time-based futures, but the most liquid one is a Bitcoin perpetual. So that's the most of my trades. So anyway, the my target is around the 26,395. Actually, it depends. It depends where you actually put it. I think because actually I'm looking at around the 27 area. Anyway, this is my long-term target for the Bitcoin. For the short-term trend or short-term transaction, we will use the other, what's this? We will use the other indicators. So if you are using, let's just use first this Bollinger Band. So using the Bollinger Band, yeah, just simple in using it. If it's already at the upper Bollinger Band, it's already time to sell. And if it's below or uh, at lower Bollinger Band, it's time to buy or go long. Currently, yeah, I still have a long position because sometimes it has or it breaks outside the Bollinger Band. Like for example, this one. So this one is actually it's already, wait, let's show the exact numbers of it. Oh, oh, it's not the brush. Oh, where is the hair? So let's just show that and we'll change it to this one. So as you can see, the upper Bollinger Band is at 14,955.82 area. So the high of this candle is actually 14,988. So it went outside that upper Bollinger Band. So yeah, I'm expecting a possible pullback and will trade within this area or within this band. So that's my short-term target, but my long-term target is of course a more bullish one, which is around the 26,400 area. Oh, let me just. So this is how I use the Bollinger Band. And of course, the support I'm looking at, worst case, of course, this one, the lower Bollinger Band, which is the 11,300 area. But sometimes it will not trade at this lower Bollinger Band or just within the middle of the band. So yeah, of course, for me, I'm still looking at this area or close to this lower Bollinger Band as a possible support, the 11,940 before the 11,342 area. So currently, using the lower Bollinger Band, it's already at resistance area. So breakout to that could possibly, yeah, if there is really a strong demand or will push the price higher, the next possible resistance is actually this one already, the around 17,000 area. So why? That's the next. Possibly it can also be here, but for me this is just not that strong resistance because at least here there are three candles. This one is already just one candle. But anyway, we can also put that there. So 16,165 and breakout to that area could possibly retest the 17,000 area before the all-time high of around 20,000. So short term around, yeah, this 11,940 area. But actually it can also, yeah, if this so holds this one, the 13,000 area or the 12 12,000 something, 12,800. 12,800 before this strong support area of 11,940. So that's my short-term target. If you're using shorter time frame, I think, yeah, for me it's better to use the Bollinger Band. And of course, always manage a risk. Always put stop loss and of course, your take profit. And if your transaction is with the trend, adjust your stop loss so that at least you only have two options, a gain or hit your TP area, which is also a gain. So currently, yeah, we're already at outside the Bollinger Band using the 3 hours time frame. So I'm expecting a possible pullback. But currently I still have a position, or I mean long position, and my TP is around the 15,000 area. So I think it can go outside this Bollinger Band. So anyway, now let's move on to using the Renko chart. Currently, I'm mostly using this Renko chart because it's more easy to understand. Though I'm also using the candlestick sometimes. So if you look at it, currently it's forming a next projected bullish Renko chart. So the next possible target there is around this area, 15,274. But before that, let's also plot the um, long-term trend or the long-term price I'm looking at for Bitcoin. So actually, they are almost the same with um, Bitcoin using the candlestick. This is just a more clearer way to look at the next targets. And of course, the general trend, because if this is a green, it means that, or it means that the general trend is still uptrend. So we will measure again the height of this triangle. So that's the height of it. And then we'll just copy that. And then we will put it at breakout. So using the Renko chart, the possible long-term price or of Bitcoin is at 27,400. So yeah, a bit higher than the candlestick. So currently for short-term traders, just for day traders, I'm looking, since this is a projected possible bullish Renko chart, I'm expecting it to retest this area. Oh, the next Renko chart, which is the 15,274 area. 15,274. 15,274. So that's the next resistance I'm looking at. But this one is really the strong resistance I'm looking at, the 17,000 area or the 16,870. Wait, let me check. This one is 16,855 or close to 17,000 or 16,900. So somewhere there. Oh, or somewhere at that area. And then of course the next resistance, if it breaks that 17 area or the 16.9, is the all-time high of close to 20,000. On the support area, as what I've mentioned previously, each Renko chart can serve as a support and resistance. Because if you look at the height of each Renko chart, that's actually 526.72. So this one, the yellow one or the projected Renko chart, the next support or the immediate support is 14,221. So this one, because it's currently trading at 14,800, uh, 14,900. So that's the next possible support. Actually, I also alarm it at there, 14,220 area. So, and then after that is this area, the blue line, which is the 13,700 area. So this one. But the strong support I'm looking at is, of course, this area, the previous top of around the 12,600 area. So I think that's it. I think my long-term view is that it could possibly repeat this one, the 2017 area, and could possibly really retest this one around the 27 area, or yeah, close to 27 if we're using the candlestick. So I think that's it for Bitcoin. Now let's move on to sorry, not that one. Let's move on to the BTC dominance. So if you have watched my previous video, yeah, it's just the same. I'll just use the Renko chart, but this one here, the around the 66 area, this one also around the 74 area, and this one around the 97 area, that's actually a gap using the candlestick. So that's the gap here. And then here and there. So that's the three gaps that might possibly be filled. Currently, we already filled the first gap, which is the 66 area. So using this Renko chart, we did not try to, it's forming a, there. Oh, really? Using this one, there's actually a big to small, and it's going down. So there's actually a bullish divergence. OMG. So it could possibly fill this gap, another gap of around this 74 area, because it's just starting here. So let's see how it goes. So it means that, yeah, it will be a dump for the altcoins. Anyway, good luck to my alts. Because if you look at it, well, it's mostly Bitcoin is the biggest gainer. That's already at 5.2%. But at least some of the alts are also going up, but at a lower percentages. Ethereum at going down anyway. So that's actually the possible, scenario I'm looking at. It could possibly fill this another gap of around the 74 area. And there is a, using the MACD, there is a bullish divergence at this area. and forming a possible green. Normally that's still a going high, or the trend will still go higher. So I think that's it. Let's just use the MACD today so that we can maximize how to use it. But I normally don't use the MACD in my own trades. Anyway, let's move on to the next. Yeah, actually, I'm not trading much of the Ethereum right now. Let's just hide this one. Oh, they are the same, so this is not a divergence. And also this one is also the same trend. So let's just wait for the other histogram to form at these levels. So for Ethereum, yeah, I'm not seeing any divergence using the MACD. So let's just use this Renko chart. So it already break out in the long-term downtrend. However, currently retesting the previous resistance now becomes the support. I mean, above that previous resistance, and yeah, is also the support previously. So that is the support I'm looking at, this area around the 337 area. And of course, the next resistance is of course the 459 area. However, at these levels, yeah, I'm more, yeah, currently I'm not trading much altcoins, though I hold some altcoins, but I'm not trading the futures. So I'm just currently focused on Bitcoin. So anyway, yeah, since this is a possible bullish, let me just measure it if there's an opportunity to um, enter the trade. Well, currently it's just one, so yeah, that's why I'm not trading it at the moment. Anyway, let's also plot the possible uptrend channel. So this and this. So actually, if it breaks the previous high of around the 460 area, it could possibly retest this one. So it depends where the Renko chart or the candlestick may be, but yeah, I'm expecting at least more than 500 levels after it breakout at this area. So I think that's it for now. Yeah, we will not go through the other altcoins because yeah, BTC dominance is going higher. And yeah, I think it's better for crypto traders to just trade the majority, which is, or the crypto with higher market cap, which is the Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yeah, that's my own opinion. Yeah, it's already 4:09. So anyway, if you have some comments, questions, yeah, you can just feel free to type here in the live chat. BXY, what's this? BXY. This British pound index, forex. So we will use this first, the candlestick, before the Renko chart. Yeah, actually, I also trade Forex before, but I think Forex is not for me. Anyway, I think most of the financial asset I also used to trade, but currently, well, I just maybe I just love Bitcoin right now. They have the same. This is not a divergence because they are the same. I mean, they have the same direction. Anyway, so since they have the same direction, we will not use that, the MACD line. But yeah, some traders also use this one, the crossovers. So if it cross and this one will possibly go up, which is it did. And if it's cross above, that's also called a debt. This one is called a golden cross. If it cross here, if the blue line cross this signal line. So if the blue line or MACD line cross the signal line going lower, that's also called a dead cross. So normally it is also using the average SMA or EMAs. So normally that's on the average or yeah, normally average. Because this is moving average, convergence, and divergence. So there is a moving average here. So anyway, so currently it also, yeah, there is actually a crossover and possibly will retest this previous dead cross or the resistance area at this area around the 1.2. So anyway, let's look at the chart. Oh, so it's actually possibly bullish in my opinion. Anyway, let's plot it. Breakdown. It tried to retest the previous support, or now is this is the resistance, because at this area it really failed to break this area, this area. So it's really getting hard to break, and currently at forming a doji, which is a 50-50. So it could possibly go up or go down. So anyway, oh, sorry. Just check this one. Oh, and actually there is a gap. Let's just normally gaps are or normally got filled, but of course when is, of course we don't know. Anyway, let me just check this one. The high of this is 130.6. The high of this is, oh no, it's not a gap because it filled it, the 130.6. So currently trading within this range, and since it's already at the middle, I don't think it will be a profitable trade, but this is the area I'm currently looking at as a possible resistance. I will use this first, the 131.4. Breakout to that area could possibly retest this one, this resistance area. So yeah, it depends where the candlestick will try to retest this one, but yeah, possibly around the 133 area. And the support I'm looking at is supposedly this one. So today is, yeah, possibly around this area, around the 129 area. Oh, yeah, there. So yeah, looking at it, yeah, possibly I'll just go short. Yeah, seems like it's more profitable. Yeah, in my opinion. Let me try. Let me just measure it one. Oh, but the wait, we'll just uh, try to use the other indicators because the MACD, this one, the signal line is actually trending higher, so it might possibly go up. So using the divergence indicator, let me just add it so that we have a different, yeah, actually it's also a possible upside potential. So this is not a short one. So here, let me just trending higher and trending higher. And also this one possibly could move higher. And yeah, let's add the Bollinger Band. Oh, however, the Bollinger Band, it's already at um, close to upper Bollinger Band, which is the 131.3 area. And it seems like a doji anyway. Anyway, the daily candlestick is not yet closed, so we'll just check the other trends using a shorter time frame because this one, yeah, I'm more on neutral because it seems like forming a doji. So let's check on the 3 hours time frame. Actually, it's a possible. Wait, let me just, because I'm not using this one. Big to small, but it's also going down. So there's not a divergence, but a convergence. Anyway, if you look at this candle, it's already outside the Bollinger Band. So I'm expecting it to trend within this band. I might probably go short with these possible targets. There's a lot of gaps here. So for me, it's a possible short since it's already outside the Bollinger Band. So this is my stop loss area around the 130.9 and my possible TP area at this area around the 129 area. So if I go short, let me just measure it. If it's rewarding, just in case, I enter this trade. So that's actually a possible risk reward ratio of 2.37. So I might enter a possible short trade. So at this area with the 130.9, currently doing at 130.9. Yeah. So now let's also try to use the Renko chart. So since I have no subscription, yeah, I can only use the daily time frame. Different charts have different, wait, let me just hide it. This is a possible peak too small. So if you look at it, it's already, yeah, just a little or small green histogram. So it might possibly next after it might possibly form or create a red histogram. So it's actually going down, and this one is just also the same, going down. So this is not a divergence, but rather a convergence. Oh, what's that? Unresponsive. It's possible, yeah, actually possible red. So I might possibly wait at this area, the resistance area, before I go short, because the resistance I'm looking at is the 133.4 area, and the support at this area around the 127 area. But anyway, each Renko chart, you can actually also use it to as a support and resistance. So I think the risk reward ratio here is not that much rewarding. Anyway, let's also plot the trend. Just the short-term trend. But actually it's trending or trading at this area. So it might possibly, yeah, break this 133 area. Yeah, I think I'm more neutral because the MACD is possibly a possible red. However, normally I just use the charts, and of course I measure the possible risk reward. However, at this case, yeah, I might not possibly enter this kind of transaction because I think it's just a risk reward ratio of 1:1. So for me, it's a no trade zone, in my opinion, in my own trades. So anyway, if you have other questions, just feel free to ask. Oh, we get already at trading at 14,871. But yeah, actually I also have, yeah, possibly my remaining ETH long is already got filled. Actually, I risk off to some alts. Anyway, I think yeah, just a bit introduction about myself. Yeah, actually I started investing 2008 when I'm in a and then after that yeah, I I was employed in a or yeah, I applied to an external audit firm as an auditor, external auditor, and then I also entered as internal auditor. So I think that's mostly around 4 to 5 years. And then after that, I studied stock market, and then I entered in a stock brokerage firm. And then after that is yeah, I got my license, and then I resigned. And yeah, currently just trading mostly the cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin. Yeah, most of my trades. In Bitcoin, I started using the what you call this, the faucet. I'm clicking the captcha, and then in return, you will get some Satoshi. And then after that, yeah, since my eyes don't want to, yeah. And then after that faucet, yeah, I just allot a portion of my salary in buying some Bitcoin. Just I think around October 2016, and then from there I resigned 2018 in the stock brokerage firm. So now just a freelancer. I mean, yeah, I am also currently connected to BTC. This is also a cryptocurrency exchange. But before BTC, I was a business development manager of OKEX. So the one that frees withdrawal. So anyway, what's that? NZD. So okay, let's check this one. I think it is trading forex. This New Zealand and Canadian dollar. The candlestick. Just let me just get the. This one is the weekly, so that at least I can see the whole trend. And we'll use the. Maybe we can use this one here. Oh, this is weekly. So let's go to the daily chart. So there. So from the long-term downtrend, now currently retesting the possibly retest the resistance area. But if you look at this area, might not possibly be a rewarding trade because it's already near the resistance. I'll just wait it to break this area before I go long. Yeah, because there's only a possible limited rewards. Normally in trading, yeah, just a buy and sell, but most of the time is you need to wait. So I think that's the majority of trading. Because if I go long here, only the resistance is 0.80, possibly 0.89 cents, and this one. Yeah, see, the risk reward ratio is only 1.26. So yeah, I might not trade this one. I'd rather wait after it breaks this long-term downtrend area. So that's actually more bullish if it break this out. So possibly I'll enter up after it break out, and yeah, of course this is my next, or I mean my possible TP, and possibly yeah at this area. So this is there's actually a doji here, so I will use that as a stop loss. So there, 1, 2, 3. So it's already near it. So I'll just wait and enter along after it break out with a possible target of around the 93 cents and a stop loss at around 88 cents. So anyway, let's try to look at the oh, you already missed it. This is a big to small. Oh, big to small, but it's not. It's just a convergence anyway. That is just a convert. Oh, that's actually a divergence. So you might possibly long at this area. However, we already late. Already late. Yeah, because if we have seen it, might possibly, of course, go long at this area. So I think that's it. And yeah, here. Already almost at yeah 59. There's still a possibility for it to move higher, but yeah the best opportunity supposedly is at this area because this is a divergence area. So and at support. So yeah, and yeah, at this level it's already at the middle, so for me it's a no trade zone. I'll just wait for the breakout before I go long. So that's it using the candlestick. Let's try to use this one, the Renko chart. It's a big to small, but it's also going up. So that's a convergence. And if you look at it, it's also close to possible resistance of around this area. The previous one is at 89. So yeah, if if it's already at resistance, it's possibly a short if it failed to break this area. But of course, a possible long if it break this area. So I'll just wait for a possible breakout, or if respect this resistance area before I go short. So for me, currently, it's a no trade zone. Yeah, the risk is much higher than the possible reward. So I'll just wait for a better price. So there, for the, what's this? New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. Are you speaking? I can't hear. Yeah, actually, I'm speaking. So anyway, yeah, if you have some other questions, comments, yeah, just feel free to ask. If there is none, yeah, I'll just close it in 5 minutes or in 3 minutes. So currently it's 14,849. Anyway, let's look at the other. Yeah, because I missed it. The Dow Jones. I missed that trends. Because I'm also trading US indices, but mostly the Nasdaq. However, during this one, I think we have analyzed it previously, and during election, there is a possible 4% upside during that month. So I think we have analyzed it previously, but I don't like this one, the Dow Jones. I normally trade the Nasdaq. So let me just look at it, and if there's an opportunity, then why not trade? So actually for Nasdaq, I started trading it during the global dump, so around March. So this is it, and it's actually forming a bullish a projected bullish Renko chart. So it could possibly retest the previous resistance of this area around the 12,046. So if I go long, currently at 1177, so here, my possible target is possibly this area, another another all-time, possible long-time high, but my stop loss area could possibly this area around the previous support of around 10,900. So actually that's a possible risk reward of 2.37. So I might possibly go long. So yeah, let's see. My possible target is 13,750. The previous all-time high around the 12,000 something, 12,300 using the Renko chart. So anyway, let's look at the candlestick. So this is actually a double top. And this is the support and resistance. Actually, I'll just wait for it to break out, but I think it will break out this area. Oh, I missed the possible long. Anyway, I'll just go long upon pullback. So this is so I'll just wait for it to fill this possible gap. So I'll just wait at this area, at support area, at this area. And my possible target, this area. So another possible all-time high for Nasdaq. So I'll just wait here, at least to fill this possible gap, the gaps. I can take a TP1 here and another TP after it breaks this a double top. And my support area or stop loss area. So yeah, risk reward ratio of 2.09. So I might possibly go long after this live charting. So let's see. But I hope it pull back a bit so that I can enter a long position. Okay, let's make just check. Oh, Control Z. Oh, my entry level is at 11,400 area. So I will wait on that area. If it still go back to that area. Anyway, here, if since like I'm almost late, I'll just enter upon breakout. So let me just check if that's also a possible rewarding trade. Let me check. After breakout, so we just check it. So that's the area of breakout. Possible that area and my stop loss at this area. So just risk reward ratio of 2.0. What's that? 2.0 something. So I might possibly also enter long. So I think most of my transactions are started during the global dump. So mostly are actually long position. Even in Bitcoin, I normally go long. But when I scalp, I sometimes also do short. So I'll just take note of it. And I think I missed some stocks. Yeah, normally I just trade Nasdaq. Anyway. I remember Amazon, right? I think I have a target of around 3.8, something like that, or 3.5. If I remember it correctly. And Apple around 150 area. There. I mean 145 area. Or this area that's actually 150 area. So I remember it correctly. So anyway, if you have some other questions, just feel free to ask. Oh, in a lower time frame? What lower time frame? Let's use and what's that, NDC something? Oh, NZD. Sorry, the New Zealand. NZD Canadian. Let's look at the lower time frame, which is the 30 minutes time frame. We can use the parallel channel here. Seems like also a 50-50 within this trend. And let's look at this one. Oh, actually, I really don't know how you trade, but since it's forming a possible resistance there, this is a possible short, but I don't think that it is profitable at the moment. Even if I go short, the risk reward might not be rewarding at 30 minutes time frame. This is just a 1.57. Normally, I don't trade a an asset with a risk reward ratio lower than 2. Let's look at the 30 minutes time frame. I mean 3 hours time frame. Even at 3 hours, it's already at resistance or at the upper Bollinger Band. So actually for this area, possibly I might go short. Wait, I'm just looking if there is a possible divergence. This is going up and this is actually also going up. So there is a convergence. So I'll just wait for the rejection at this area. Because currently it's already at resistance, so I might not trade this one. I'll just wait for it to go outside this Bollinger Band before I go short with a possible target of at least this area or close to lower Bollinger Band around the 87 area. So TP area, I mean the cut loss area if I go short is this one. This is the 80 around 89 cents. So going short, since it's already at upper Bollinger Band, I think at this area, it might possibly be a rewarding trade. Let me check. If it hit my target of this area, so that's actually a risk reward ratio of 2.16. So I might get a profit of 0.33%. I mean, I might possibly lose around 0.33%, and I might possibly gain around 0.71%. So normally for Forex, I think it's around 1000 times leverage. So it's really a very high risk asset also. But currently I'm not doing any Forex. I'm just trading Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So I think there I might possibly go short. So anyway, guys, if there are no other questions, just I might end this in the next few minutes. Actually, yay, gold is trending higher. Actually, I'm also trading gold. Yeah, but recently I'm most focused on cryptocurrencies. Yes, actually, I still have a current a long position here around 1.9. So let's just oh for this one for gold, actually I'm using this one in analyzing my trades. So there. Oh, let me just check it. Possible convergence or confluence with the other indicator. And if you look at it, this is my stop loss area around the 1863, and this is my my TP area. So actually I entered at around 1900 and I'm just chilling and waiting to hit my TP area. So for gold, yeah, I use Prime XBT with 500 times leverage. I think same with silver, they have 500 times leverage. Oh, anyway, I think it depends on the it depends on the number of contracts. So I entered at why short? So there. So even at this area, I think for me it's still a good profitable trade in my opinion if it's will reach or hit my target of around the 2050 area. But of course, if I'll get stop out, I might possibly lose around 3%. 3% times 500 times leverage, so that's around 1500% if I got stop out. So anyway, my entry price is actually 1900. So that's the risk reward ratio. Using my entry price is actually 4.09 with a possible target or return of 7.88% if my TP got hit at 2050 area. So I think that's it. Actually, I'm just waiting for it. So let's see. Tells. Maybe we can look for possible trades. I was left out here because actually this one natural gas I entered I think around one something $1 something this around this area one yeah $1 plus because this is the March prices, but currently I have no open position in natural gas. currently at 14,890. So let's see. So if you have other questions, guys, feel free to type in our live chat, else I will end this live stream. Oh, anyway, let's look at what happened to our using the testnet. I think I have a long position here during last time. Wait, let me just check. Let's just check it. Oh, wrong password. There. Oh, it's already filled. I should have had a 52 area profit. What's my TP here? This is just a testnet. 14,100. Yeah, I remember because this is the next Renko chart around the 14,200 area. So $52 supposedly, but this is just a testnet. Entry price the around this area 13,574. I think yeah, this one. On the date November 3. November 3. Yeah. Cause this one, yeah. I fell asleep and then I just look at my position. I think around already 2 a.m. when Bitcoin, I think almost 14,000 something plus, and I got or my TP got hit at that time. So I think that's it. I should have had $52. This is just a test net. So I think that's it, guys. So see you again tomorrow for our next live charting. So bye guys. See you again tomorrow and happy trading. Oh, yes.